Johnny, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, I could go into more, but I won't.
Do you still want this guy for your mayor?
So fresh and so green on this episode of the Ktown Connects podcast, our guest has been serving up some nutritious and delicious food to the Kenosha area out of her food trailer. We get juicy with the owner of the Fresh Bar, Laura Spair. Cue that music.
Good job.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Did you like that?
Loved it.
So fresh and so green?
That was good.
Okay.
that great big busy town, right in the middle of the USA, between the New York Harbor and the San Francisco Bay. Well, a wonderful east, a beautiful west, that's the right place to be from. Sing it so loud of it because we're so proud of it, Kenosha, our hometown. Come here, Pete. No!
Hello there, everyone, and welcome to yet another episode of the Ktown Connects podcast. I am one of your hosts. My name is Jason, and with me is...
Hey, the one and only Donnie Stancato.
How you doing there, Donnie?
I'm doing great, Jason. How are you today?
I'm peachy is wonderful.
Peachy. I'm doing avocado-y.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm doing asasi.
Ooh, let's count how many times we butchered that throughout this whole episode.
We are recording today at Luigi's Pizza Kitchen, located at 7531 39th Avenue. They're open Tuesdays through Sundays. They're closed Mondays, so we can record here. Give them a call at 694-6565. Order those
Pizza pies, and you can order those at luigispizzakenosha.com.
And make sure you follow us on all those social media outlets, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.
Yes. And drop us a review on Facebook or on your favorite podcast provider. Help us spread the word about the hottest podcast in town. That's the Ktown Connects podcast.
And speaking of hot, how about that Dropping Daisies theme song they did for us?
Red hot.
Yeah, they just performed at Tuesday at the Shell. They were awesome.
Yes, they were. And thank you so much for that great theme song, Dropping Daisies.
All right. We also give a shout out to our newest Patreon supporter, Chris Allen.
My main man, Chris Allen.
Thank you, Chris, for joining the after party at patreon.com/Ktown Connects. Chris and all of our Patreon supporters get early access to each episode, bonus material, and more.
So you're telling me for as low as $2 a month, you can get bonus material, ad-free episodes?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Wow.
I mean, you still listen to this spiel, but...
Right. But that's a great deal. You can go to ktownconnects.com. We have the link right there for you.
Yep. Hop right on over.
Simple.
All
right, now let's get down to business here.
So we're talking today with Laura Spair. She is the owner of the Fresh Bar food trailer.
Yep, and that's located at 55th Street and 5th Avenue in beautiful downtown Kenosha. They're open Friday, 7 a.m. to 12:30, Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
And it's like that parking lot behind Trolley Dogs, I guess you could say.
Yes.
Behind the huge building that's, or not the Orpheum, the Roadie.
Yes, correct. Right, Laura?
Yep, right behind the roadie.
Yeah.
Welcome. Well,
Thank you, Jason and Donnie, for having me. Very excited for tonight.
Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you for coming on the show. I had to pay you a couple $100 to come on, but
Easily.
you did it.
At least 200, I think, was the deal.
Yeah. I'll Venmo that to you.
Perfect.
Promises.
Yeah.
So, Laura, you were born and raised in Kenosha.
Yes.
And as you're a little girl growing up, what was your favorite local restaurant?
Okay, well, I'm going to go with the Coffee Pot.
Oh.
My mom worked there for quite a few years. Janice and Julie, the owners, are wonderful girls.
I love them so much.
Love them so much. So I'm going to go with the Coffee Pot. Love to go there, visit my mom. And my sister's waitress there, I did for a summer in high school. I thought food service wasn't for me, and here I am. So I think it is, but yeah.
Here's a fun fact about Janice and Julie. They gave me the nickname Downtown Donnie. Probably like 10 years ago, yeah.
They're amazing.
Yeah, they really are.
Awesome.
Oh, and I love your mom, too. She was so nice when she was working there. I mean,
The best woman. I agree.
Too bad I always stiffed her. You gotta go back and give her some tips now.
my
No, just
goodness.
kidding.
Well, now you can find her at Swede's Bar.
Yes, that's right.
Located over on 56.
Yeah, Swede's Bar.
Sweets, the best in town.
Yes, that up north feeling you get when you walk in there. Have you ever bartended there?
I do, yeah. I
Oh.
still do. Not so much in the summer because I'm a little busy, but during the school year, yeah, I'm over there once or twice a month, maybe, kind of filling
I'm
in.
gonna have to
but
come in one of those
yeah,
nights. Let me know.
stop by. It's sporadic, but yeah, I'm there sometimes.
Is it like
if
a
I'm not there bartending, I'm definitely there as a customer.
Getting those famous old fashions.
So yes, and the Sweeterita. That's my favorite this summer.
You know,
Margarita.
when I was there, I think maybe it was a month or two ago, the Bloody Mary at Swede's is top 3 in this town to me. You know, I can't say everyone's number 1, but it's top 3. It's very, very good.
I agree. It is a good one.
Yeah.
Homemade.
I enjoy it.
You're not saying it's number 1. You say everything's number 1.
Well, only the Ktown Connects podcast is number 1.
But every guest is the number 1 guest. and
Well, you are
There
the
you go.
number 1 guest right now.
Thank you.
there it goes.
Appreciate it.
There he is.
All right, so growing up in Kenosha, your favorite spot was the restaurant was Coffee Pot, but where did you hang out?
I'm going to say wherever my family was.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, we're such a close family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time downtown. I always do. I mean, just walking, and then, you know, as we got older, me and my sisters trying to go for some runs downtown. So, yeah,
So
just a lot of.
So you're a runner?
I try to be. I definitely. I don't know that I'll label myself as a runner, but I try. So I'll say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, downtown is always hopping.
Yes.
I mean,
anything downtown, and then all the festivals in the summer. You know, it's such a fun place to be here in Kenosha in the summer for sure.
Yeah. So what neighborhood did you grow up in?
I grew up on the north side,
Okay.
near like Grant Elementary, a few
Okay.
blocks from Grant.
Oh.
So yeah, forever. I lived there for 20 years. My parents.
did Grant have a mascot? A lot of elementary schools had
the
mascots.
tiger. I
Oh,
think it was a tiger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I went to Jeffrey Elementary School and it was a gremlin.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I did not know that about
And
Jeffrey.
it wasn't a scary gremlin or anything, or it wasn't the car either.
Yeah.
Aw.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird. You think, elementary schools have mascots? What?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was
Is
the
it?
tiger. That's funny.
So when you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
I always wanted to be a teacher.
Yeah. Well,
That was always the number one, and here I am.
and you are a teacher now at
I am
St. Joe's?
at St. Joe's, the middle school, yeah.
Okay.
That's what I originally went to college for, and then I think I made it through about half of the program. Decided I didn't know if that's what I wanted to do, so I got my bachelor's degree in sociology.
Okay.
And then I was trying to figure it out from there. That's kind of where the fresh bar idea started. But in the meantime, I was subbing for St. Joe's and had a really good time with the kids and the staff over there. And then they asked me to come back part-time the next school year.
Oh, cool.
And now I'm finished going on my 4th year there.
Wow,
so
very nice.
Second year full-time. Yeah.
So when you were going to school and you were like, I want to be a teacher. So were you a good student then? You kind of had to be, right? Because you had it in your mind. Hey.
Yeah. I think I was a good student. I mean, maybe I was a little chatty at times, I would say probably, but
Were you a troublemaker at all?
never a troublemaker.
No?
No, I feel like I didn't really get calls home.
You just didn't get caught, right?
Yeah, maybe
Okay,
that's it.
that's the way
Maybe
it
that's
goes.
it. No.
So middle school, you were at Washington or Bullen?
I was at Washington.
Washington. Okay. Who was your best friend?
Ooh, my best friends in middle school.
Oh, don't say you didn't have one.
I had some friends.
That'd be very
Someone
sad.
as beautiful as you should have a million
right.
friends.
Oh my goodness. I did have friends, but I'm going back to that family answer. I promise you, I grew up with my cousins and my sisters, so I feel like that was always it. But at school, I hung out with a few girls. You want some names?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, one name was, her name was Rachel.
Okay.
Another one, her name was Allie.
We need phone numbers too.
Yeah, and then I'll have to like dig around
All right,
for
okay,
those.
okay.
And then the last one, there was another girl, Lizzie, that I hung out with in middle school. So yeah,
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. How about your first job?
first job was coffee pot.
Oh,
Okay.
That summer
okay.
busing. I think I was 15.
Wow.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
busing at the coffee pot.
Did they have the open area, outside area
Yeah,
open then?
they did have
Okay.
the outside.
All
So
right.
yeah, I spent a lot of time out there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
First job, best first job ever.
Yeah, that would be a fantastic
was
first
great.
job. Probably get all you can eat too, right?
Yeah, a lot of that homemade bread. I remember. So good.
Yeah, that homemade bread is to die for.
I know. One day, a few weeks ago, I got the Bountiful Breakfast Bowl, like I always do.
favorite,
Yes, it's awesome. And then they gave me my toast. I'm like, no toast.
Oh no. know.
Like I need to dip my eggs in the toast or dip my toast in the eggs, other way around.
All right, let's go back to your high school years here.
Oh boy.
Were you ever suspended?
Never.
No?
No.
Wow.
you just saying that?
You did say
Nope.
you were good.
Not saying, just saying that. No, not because all of my students are listening to this right now in class with me. Nope. I was never suspended.
Okay.
I think I laid low. I would say I definitely was like low on the radar. Yeah, I took the classes I needed to. I will say towards the end of school, it was still during like the release times where they actually let kids leave during the day. So my senior year, I was done at noon every day.
Wow.
And then I worked.
Wow.
So I was kind of more so trying to just get out. Maybe I should have enjoyed it a little more, but
So where were you working then?
I did a few jobs, but in high school I was at the Rexplex. I did like the after school care there.
Oh.
Yeah, with the kids.
Oh.
And I always babysat, always for some family.
Okay.
And yeah,
So you've loved kids your whole life.
I have.
Love helping
I have a
kids. I
soft
should
spot for
rephrase
kids.
that.
Yes, I definitely have a soft spot for kids.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah,
All right, let's go back to these high school years one more
Okay.
time. Did you go to prom?
I did.
Oh.
So, fun fact, I'm marrying my high school sweetheart this October.
No way.
Yes way. 15 years
Oh.
old. We met in driver's ed.
Wow.
Driver's ed. And you guys,
I guess
funny?
he drove you crazy.
He still does. Still drives me crazy. Love him. It was funny because one day I remember we got pulled aside by the instructor and they were like, hey, you guys are talking a little too much. It was actually like, well, at the time, actually, it was the owner that pulled us aside and they said that you guys are talking a little too much. You know, it's driving the instructor crazy. And, you know, I should have responded, hey, this is the man that I'm going to marry. I've got. And so maybe we should go back holding hands inside. And
Yes.
And go back
let
to
them know
teacher
we're
and say, "I
getting
told you
married.
so."
It was all worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
The like
You
1
tried to
month you had
silence
us.
our love.
Yeah, the 1 month you had us, just good. Glad you stuck it out because now we're getting married. So
Oh, that is such a good feel-good story.
yeah,
It really gives me hope in life.
does it? Good.
Yeah.
It should.
So you guys went to prom?
So we did what? Yep,
Yeah.
we went to prom both years.
Oh, both years.
Both
Oh,
years.
Wow.
What's that?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Well, juniors and seniors.
Oh.
So I think it's junior year when like you can win prom, king and queen. No, I was not.
No?
No, didn't do any of that. But yeah, so juniors and seniors can go to prom. So
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
both years we went. I don't even remember. He went to Indian Trail. I went to Bradford.
Oh,
So
okay.
I think maybe the first year we went to mine and second his, something like that. So
Ooh, I
Did
like
you guys have like kind of after party for the prom? Did anyone get a hotel room and go have some drinks?
no, I think
give us
we
the
went to-
details.
oh gosh, I think we probably hung out at a friend's house. Yep,
Okay.
definitely it was a house party.
Okay. Did you rent a limo or a car? What did you guys do?
No, Trevor's grandpa, so that's my fiance, his grandpa, I think he had a cool car, but I don't know what kind of car it was, and if he listens to this, he's gonna.
I thought you knew.
It was a convertible of some sort.
Oh, cool.
So we took that with one of my best friends and her date that night,
Oh, okay.
which was his friend. So it kind of worked out, yeah.
Oh,
So
nice.
we had his nice little car there.
Where'd you guys go for dinner?
I think we went to Casa Capri.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's a
nice place.
great place.
It is.
Hundo is such a great man. He
Yes,
really is.
they're all so sweet there.
All right. So then you finished up, you're done, and then
Yep.
you decided to go to college, right? You're like, hey, I'm
Yep.
going to jump right in. Did you take any time off or did you go right away?
I went right away. Yeah,
okay.
I went to Parkside.
Okay.
Yeah. Trevor, I mean, we kind of probably based a lot of things off of each other. Because you're in high school and you're in love.
Right.
So he ended up going to be a mechanic right out of high school. He did
Oh.
not go to college right away.
Oh.
So he was sticking around. So I wanted to stick around as well.
Cute.
I had thoughts about Milwaukee. My siblings went there, but Parkside ultimately. And I think it was a wise choice. Looking back, very happy with that because I know a lot of other people, go away and kind of racks up.
Yeah.
So yeah, went to college and graduated in the 4 years
Wow.
with my bachelor's degree.
And
So
you're looking to be a
worked out.
teacher then, huh? That's the plan then?
No, not at the time because I went to the other program. So I was thinking I was going to do something else. But yeah, then the fall, I had my fun in the summer probably. Actually, that's when I took my road trip for the fresh bar, and that's where my fresh bar idea came up.
Wow.
But yeah, so then in the fall, you kind of needed something, bring in some
Okay,
money. So
yeah.
that's kind of where the subbing started. And
All right. Well, with that, let's take our first break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to dive deep into the fresh bar. How's that sound?
sounds lovely.
All right. Let's take that first break. And And we're back. Hey, Jason, let's take a moment and see what's happening the weekend of August 13th through the 15th and beyond in Kenosha. Get out of the house and enjoy this beautiful summer.
Well, there's the Holy Rosary Church Festival. It kicks off its 3-day event on Friday, August 13th. Stop by for some food, music, and drinks at 2224 45th Street.
Comedian Chris Barnes will headline the stage at the Kenosha Comedy Club located in the Wyndham Garden Hotel in downtown Kenosha Friday and Saturday.
Coming out to Union Park, 45th Street and 7th Avenue on Sunday, August 15th for the Kenosha Art Market from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you might even see me there.
Yeah, you're going to be there selling your artwork.
I will.
And then on Tuesday, August 17th, the Doo-Wop Daddies perform at the Band Shell for the Tuesdays at the Shell series.
The next day, Wednesday, August 18th, the Kenosha County Fair kicks off its 5-day event.
And come on down to the Kenosha Lakefront on Thursday, August 19th for the Peanut Butter and Jam concert series with Everett Dean taking the stage.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on, man.
I mean, summer is full of fun stuff.
Anyone says there's nothing to do in Kenosha, they're a damn fool and liar.
I agree with you on that. There's always something going on.
Yeah.
And you know what's always going on downtown every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday? The
What's that?
Fresh Bar.
Oh, the Fresh
down
Bar.
there on 55th Street and 5th Avenue, so go check them out as well. And we're here with Laura Spair. Welcome back after that nice long what's going on in Kenosha.
Thank you.
So we're
Glad to be back.
gonna dig a little deep on the Fresh Bar. Let's kind of figure it out. Let's learn more about it. So, how did the Fresh Bar get started? Let's get the real story.
What inspired you to start a food trailer in general?
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like a crazy idea.
I know. And growing up, it was teaching, so it was not, it wasn't always a food truck, definitely. But back to, graduating college, the week after I graduated, my fiance and I were like, hey, let's take a road trip.
Oh.
So we went to Nashville and then all the way down to Austin,
Wow.
Texas.
Now that's a road trip.
Wow.
It was a road trip. Yeah, it was funny. But it was a good road trip. We took my Jeep Wrangler at the time, so we got to take off the top and we had a really good time. But that is where the idea was born. So down in Austin. Yeah, Austin. I mean, the South in general, I feel like their food trucks are really big down there, but they have this one street. It's called Rainy Street, and they have this one area that's basically like a courtyard with food trucks and tacos and things like that. But that's where it was like, wow, this is such a cool vision, right? And then you're down south, and that's kind of where acai and avocado toast, the health foods are bigger in the major cities, right? So Austin had quite a few options. So all of a sudden, I kind of just started talking to my fiance about it. I'm like, what about if I did this and that? And then on the way home, I'm researching people that build these trailers. I found this cool company, reached out to them, and then I took a little break from the idea and I went back to it, reached out to the company. I think it was a year later, and changed ownership and everything. So it was completely new, doing the same thing. But and that brought us to around the time that COVID started, right? So I think we shut down in March, and it was beginning of May. I realized, okay, it's something that I really wanted to do. I wanted to build this trailer, but I'm so visual, I needed to see it.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, what size and what do you want in it? And I'm like, I don't know. Can I see what you offer? So my sister and I, we actually hopped in the car and we took an 8-hour drive south. And we were back in less than 24 hours.
Wow.
So, because it was COVID. Everything was shut down, right? We couldn't stay anywhere. We only stopped for gas.
Couldn't party anywhere.
Nothing. Oh my gosh. We went through Nashville and it was a ghost town.
Wow.
It was the most surreal thing you probably would have saw.
Wow.
I mean, there was still music playing, but it was dead. There was nobody there. That's what was so weird. So
I made a mistake one year. I went to Nashville St. Patrick's Day weekend, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together.
Oh, goodness.
And my girlfriend was pregnant at the time. So guess who had no fun? Me.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that was crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So that was a really cool experience, but they were so helpful there and took us in the trailers, and it was a really cool experience. So I'm very grateful that she took that trip with me because that was definitely a long trip.
So is this a trailer that you currently have?
Yes. So that's the one. Yep.
And then before this one, you kind of built your own little, it was a bar, so to speak, the Fresh Bar.
Yeah.
because you started 2 years ago and you were at the Harbor Market, and it was the fresh bar. You actually had a bar, right?
Yes.
And you could serve people that way.
I know. I think I was maybe the first booth there that had wheels. Like, I like just would come in, park it, and kind of unload what I needed to.
Okay.
But yeah, so we.
So you started at the
built
Harbor
that.
Market then, and then
Yep.
2019?
Yeah, so 2019, we started there on Saturdays,
Okay.
and we were just on a corner, and it would get so busy.
Yep.
You don't know what to expect, and then wow, you're so busy. So then it started to be a really cool thing, and it was really taking off. And acai was such a new thing to Kenosha.
I know Kenosha's always behind in the time
a little bit,
zone.
yeah. I mean, we're such a big city, but then at the same time,
not, right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was more so like Chicago, Milwaukee had the thing. So
Right.
I was like, well, let's try it in Kenosha. And the idea took off. And so, yeah, it was cool.
Well, it feels like those things like they explode in the larger cities.
Yes.
And then they kind of expand out. So they come to us. And then if you go like in northern Wisconsin, they're still listening to REO Speedwagon.
Right,
and,
right.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I mean, kind of the same with hot
And they're like,
yoga.
what are these French fries?
Right. Yeah, like hot yoga, when I was in Nashville a few years ago, or maybe it was 5, 7 years, I don't even remember, but hot yoga studios were everywhere. And then I remember, there was one just starting here at the time. And it was like, but they were every block. They
Yeah.
had hot yoga studios, and now Kenosha's finally getting into
Yeah.
that.
I'm sure it had something to do maybe with like price points too. Like health food and like hot yoga, those aren't like necessarily cheap things to get
Right,
involved with
right.
on the like daily. So I think that probably has something to do with it. But
Okay, so you're doing the market and things are going pretty well with that.
Yep.
What made you decide to expand and like get away from the market and get your own trailer?
I mean, I had the trailer idea before the market.
Okay.
But it was to
That was
me
kinda your
a
dream
big
idea
risk.
was to-
Yeah, it was a
okay.
big like risk to take, and so it was my parents that were like, "Hey, I did always want to be at the market. That was for sure. I always wanted to be there on Saturdays, but I do remember the trailer was too big at the time, and they weren't going to allow that big of a trailer. So I'm like, well,
Oh,
why
okay.
put all this money into it if I'm not going to be able to be there?
Right.
And you can only be certain spots with food trucks. There's a lot to it. So it was a big gamble. So that's when we were like, all right, let's start small with something that we
Stepping
could build. We went to a barn and got all this barn wood and
Very
put together
nice.
the bar for ourselves. And we realized, okay, if people enjoy it, we can maybe
Yeah.
expand.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
because I remember when you were building the first fresh bar that you
Yeah.
had at the market, you have a very nice video of you guys kind of putting it together,
Yes.
which is very fascinating.
Yes,
That's
definitely.
great.
My fiance put it together for me.
Very nice.
And then my sisters helped me with that barnwood, putting it all together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had Tess McTurnan. She's here in Kenosha. She did all the artwork on that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember like when we got this new trailer, I was like, I don't want this to go to waste. She did such an amazing job. So that's what's on our lot. If you see those two wood walls, those are our first trailers. So.
Oh, cool.
Oh, see, I did not know that.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so Trevor took it apart for me, and we made it into these like stands so that it's kind of like a wall now. So
Right.
we'll always have that incorporated in some
Oh,
way
I
for
like
sure.
that.
That's the
You're
start.
keeping it real.
Yeah, it's the start,
So what was your goal with starting the Fresh Bar? What kind of, how'd you want to stand out and be different from any other food stand down there?
I just know we had nothing, at the market, but also in town like it. So it could have went two ways, people could really enjoy it, or it couldn't have been, or maybe it wasn't an idea for everyone. So
Are you currently serving the kind of foods you expected to serve when you started out, or did things evolve and change?
yeah, same avocado toast and acai bowls that stayed the same. We tweaked recipes, I'm sure, along
Yeah.
the way as well. But and then we expanded. We still have what we started with, but we have expanded as well with cold pressed juices, and we have a homemade sweetsy tweaks.
Okay, wait, talk to me like I'm 5. What is a cold pressed juice?
Cold pressed juice.
I love these. I get these. When I saw you there, I saw you walking away on Saturday. I was like, oh, she's gone, and I ordered the pineapple one.
Yeah.
You waited till she left and then you went?
No, she was leaving. I was
You're like,
on
oh,
the
she's
other
leaving. Now I can go.
side, yeah.
I don't have to deal with her. You probably got the better workers anyway, so that's okay. Cold pressed juices we juice them all ourselves. So it's vegetables, fruits, and then we use coconut water. So that's something that we add to it. But what's really cool is on the menu, we have different names for them, but then we also put the ingredients right next to it. So
What you see is what you
see
get.
is what you get. That's what I always say to everybody. They're like, well, what's in it? And I'm like, what you see is what you get. There's nothing to it.
So do they have like a mix of different fruits and vegetables in each one? Do you kind of like?
Yep. So we have 2 new juices each week, or well, we switch them out, right? 2 juices each week, and yeah, we did the recipes all ourselves.
What's one of your favorites?
One of my favorites is probably the Hydrate's really good. That one's green apple and cucumber.
Green apple cucumber.
Yeah.
I have not tried that one yet because I'm so hooked on the pineapple.
Yeah, that one's like more of like a basic one, but then you have ones that have more green. Like we have a green tex, which is like kale, and that one's got celery and apple and ginger and lemon.
And
so
you make this all like the night before? You kind of
Yes.
are blending away,
yeah,
so to
definitely have help. At first, when I started in 2019, it was kind of myself, and then a few family members would help me put it together as well. But yeah, now I have some help to get it done because it is a lot of work. Fresh food. I mean, you got to do it right then. It's not like you can prep ahead, and so yeah.
Yeah, you're the fresh bar. You kept it fresh.
Right.
I mean, Monday and Tuesdays we get to lay low, but from there
It's all
got a lot of
work.
work. Yeah, definitely.
So all these combinations of juices you have, what might be the most strange sounding that actually comes out really good?
Yeah, the one that really I think is our unbeatable. It's got beets, carrots, apple, ginger, and lemon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And so I feel like, I don't know, a lot of people sometimes might not be fans of beets. Personally, I don't even eat beets plain myself, but that's one of my favorite ones.
Huh.
It's got such a unique flavor. It's earthy. It's really good and refreshing.
Interesting.
Yeah, that
I'm
one's
going
my
to have
favorite.
to try that one.
And this avocado toast, is that like toast made from avocados?
It's
Once again,
toast.
talk to me like I'm 5.
Yes. Okay. So it's a piece of plain toast, and then we do our avocado mash on it. So it's just avocado and,
right.
lemon juice and whatnot.
It's like an avocado sandwich? Open-faced?
Yeah, open face.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah,
All
you
right.
could say that. Definitely.
Okay.
And kids really enjoy it too. So you say like talk like you're 5, but we just do like the toast and avocado for my niece. She came up with it. It's the Evie special, we call it.
Ooh.
So it's just toast and avocado, but she's like a year and a half.
You came up with all the recipes for everything,
Yes.
right? And you kind of just brainstormed
Yeah,
them all
but definitely had some help. Like I know one of my sisters helped me with one of our favorites, which is the original. That's like a favorite. My sister definitely helped me put that one together.
And what is the
Have to
original?
give her credit. That one's got cream cheese on it with the avocado, tomatoes,
Ooh.
and some everything but bagel seasoning.
Ooh.
So good.
Okay, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
Hey, you should have brought some in for us. I'm
I
getting
know.
hungry now.
I know I should have. My mom laughs because she's like, "You're telling everybody what's in it." But then I had somebody, post to my page the other day, and they're like, "I tried to make it at home, and it's just not as good." And I feel like that goes for a lot. You can go to a restaurant and get it, but it's never the same when you make it at home. It's
That's
always
so
better
true.
at the restaurant.
Yep, I agree.
So you used to be at the market, but now you're in this lot. It's
Yes.
you've kind of taken over. Who owns this lot? What's the deal
Yeah.
with that?
So it is actually my 2 uncles that own it. They've owned it for, I think, at least 30 years now. And yeah, so they're a part of Pitts Brothers. So they do real estate. So they've had this lot. I'm not sure
So
what
that's not
their
part of the
initial-
business or anything. It's just its own
No,
kind
it's
of
just its
separate
own lot.
spot.
So yeah, a lot of people come up to me and say, "Hey, how do we get a space on here? Or do you rent it out?" Or so yeah, I
You can
mean,
make some
and that's
side
just
money,
the
you
luck
can
of
make some
the
side money.
right. That's just the luck of the draw for me. Honestly, having that space, it's huge because, like I said, it's hard for food trucks to be able to just park. You got to go to events and you got to be hired out for things. So to have that spot there available to us is huge.
And now you got a
We're
few
grateful.
picnic tables set up there. You got some hot scotch for the kids to play.
Yeah.
And, nice.
It's a very nice setup.
Yeah.
This year, we started small with it. Like I said, I don't know. I always like to grow my ideas. You test
That's
the
smart.
waters and then you go. So now we're looking into some ideas of how we can grow it for next year. So
Ooh.
my vision is kind of like a courtyard. So we're looking at fixing up the lot a little bit more. I know there's some views of some dumpsters around. So we're trying to block out those views, make it a little bit more, warm and inviting.
Okay.
So this is your home base then?
Yeah.
55th Street and 5th Avenue?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's on the map now, the Fresh Bar. I just
Oh.
realized that. Yeah, that little parking lot is on the map.
well, that's
So,
great.
Oh, it's a great spot. It's right between the markets. You can people can walk back and forth.
Perfect.
And
Yep. Right behind our
Are the
family's bar
markets
suites.
mad at you?
No, I hope not. I'm
do some-
going to say no.
I'll do some digging. I'll
no,
find out.
originally this summer we were going to be at the market too as a stand. And it was, I think, a month before we were going to start at the markets. It's just really hard to have the help to do
Right.
everything. For myself too, it's really hard for me to have people help me because sometimes I just like to do it myself.
And
So it
then
was hard to
double
have.
the prep too.
Yes, and all of the prep. So it was just going to be too much. They were very understanding when I said, "Hey, I just don't think we can pull that off this year."
Were you going to go
but-
public market or Harbor Market?
We were going to be at the public market.
Okay.
Yep, we were going to bring some juices over there and stuff, but
Yeah,
I don't think there's any hard feelings.
No, you
It definitely
gotta-
doesn't take away from them.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do. And I
Yeah.
think it's a prime location.
Yeah,
for you.
I'm sure at least 90% of the people that come are on their way to the markets.
Yeah,
you
okay,
know,
sure.
just taking a stroll downtown.
When I pop there, I go to the public market, I go
Yeah.
to the Harbor Market, and then I come back around to you. And I'm like, oh, all right, that's
It's
how
perfect,
I
right?
end my Saturday.
Well, the more
Yeah.
stuff going on, the better down there. That's
Yeah.
what I think. You
yes,
know, that's
I agree. Draws
brings
more
everybody down
people.
there. Yes,
Yep.
exactly.
And then you also have Cutstone Foods right next to you, Ricky's
Yeah.
Fire Truck. How did that happen? How did he become a neighbor?
Yeah, he's there on Saturdays with us. It's awesome. I think it was actually his starting weekend. His initial plans fell through. I don't know what the background was, but
He was
either way,
supposed to be at the public market.
he reached out a few days before he was going to get started, and he was like, "Hey, do you mind if you want some company?" He's like, "Don't feel like you have to say yes, but if you want some company, we'd be happy to be there with you." Yeah, I was like, "Come on down." And then we had such a great day. He's like, "Hey, if you want company on Saturdays, we're here." And I'm like, "Of course."
Does he pay rent, you guys, or are you just kind of friendly kind of
Yeah,
thing?
that's not so much me though.
Oh, okay, right,
yeah,
right,
just
right.
because we actually like kind of take our space from them too. So yeah, not me, but
So do you guys do trades though? Like, hey Ricky, I'll take 2 pizzas, and he'll be like, all right, give me some avocado toast. And
we should. But
Yeah.
you know what? We pay each other for our
Oh, there
food.
you
We
go.
do go to each other. They'll get juices from me in the morning, and then when we're done, we get done at 1. He's there till 3. So then we'll get pizzas after. But so we pay for our things
Oh,
for each
there you
other,
go.
but we support each other. So
Right,
I think
there
that's
you go.
good.
There you go. Got me a little
He's
trade
got a little
action.
girl that comes over. She's the best. That helps him out on there. Little Ryan. So yeah, she's fun to hang out with.
So then no plans to get a storefront? You're happy at the lot, and that's kind of how you're going to move forward from here on out?
That was, always a thought going brick and mortar, but I enjoy the mobile life. I think we're going to kind of stay put with where we're at for a
Right,
while.
and then you can go on to do different events if you wanted and
Yeah,
all that stuff. And
definitely.
I like that you're in that lot because that's where I'm at. This is where you can find me every weekend.
Yes.
And then you were kind of saying, once the summer is over, you do catering as well, or you do orders for food prep?
Yeah. During the summer, we do. On the
Okay.
weekdays.
Okay.
So we'll go to some businesses this week. We're going to be at ILO Dental. So we're going to go and bring them some breakfast/lunch
Very
this
nice.
week. So just people that reach out,
We
they
need
inquire and then-
100 avocado toast. Bring it to our business.
Happy to supply it, yeah. So, that's just kind of what we do during the weekdays. But the school year kind of got my hands full.
But you're,
Right.
you're a
So-
teacher then.
Yeah, it's a good mix. So that's kind of where our
You
season
kind of
comes
take
from.
that break a little bit.
Yeah. For a few, for a month and a half, I'm working 7 days a week for a little bit.
Yeah, I have a question. So you're open Fridays with a fresh bar, but you're teaching school in September. How are you going to do both?
Well, I won't be there on Friday.
Okay,
So,
all right.
yeah, if you don't want to see me, go on a Friday.
Donnie, there you go. That's when you should go.
No, I want to see you.
Donnie's coming on Fridays. No, I have the best team. I'm going to call them my team, definitely. Not even workers. They're so good. So they'll help me out on Fridays. And they have been all summer. They work so hard. There's only 4 of them. But, yeah, they're always there. So they've been doing it all summer. And, yeah.
So how many staff members do you need to get through the day on a regular day?
Typically, there's at least 3 of us there.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, 3 of us.
I imagine you can't fit too many more in the trailer there.
Yeah, I think sometimes there's 4 and it gets a little crowded. But yeah, all girls, a little bit smaller so we can make it work. But yeah,
Well, then, that kind of just sums up the winter. You're kind of taking a break.
yeah.
But if somebody says, hey, I want the fresh bar at this event, will you go? Like a business says, hey, can you come this weekend? We're having a Christmas party and we want the fresh bar there.
In the winter,
price has gotta be right, right?
Yeah, right. No, we winterize the trailer.
Okay.
So the trailer's done for the winter. When our season is done, the trailer's done. But we could probably put things together, for different occasions. We will start, like I did these acai bowls kit. So like people could.
I'm so
get
glad
a
you're
kit.
saying that and I'm not.
Saying what, Donnie?
Yes. Yeah. Go ahead, Donnie.
Acai.
There you go.
Hey, all right.
Good. Yeah. So, and then this winter too, we might do some type of like juices and stuff too
Okay.
on some of the weekdays.
And then I know you
in
used to do a lot of pop-ups at Swedes. Will you also be doing that once you kind of
Yeah.
close down the trailer?
Yeah, I think in the winters we'll be there from time to time, definitely.
Okay, so always check out the Fresh Bar Facebook page or Instagram page. You'll let us know if there's going to be a pop-up.
Yes, exactly. At the Fresh Bar Kenosha, that's where you can find all of our information. So, yep, we always post it there if we're ever at Swedes or anywhere.
Wonderful. I like that.
And then how long is the season going? Till the end of September sometime?
We're going to go until end of September. I think this is the first time everybody's hearing it because I haven't really put it out there.
Breaking news.
So, yes, you're hearing it here first. End of September this year, I was telling the boys that, getting married in October. So we're closing up a little early this year.
All our listeners, all our male listeners are heartbroken.
So that's get on down to Fresh Bar, 55th Street and 5th Avenue. Fridays from 7 till 12:30. And Saturdays and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Yeah, get down there and follow them on Facebook and Instagram. And if you really want to get a hold of Laura, send her a message. Laura at gofreshbar.com. I want you to cater our events.
Yes.
She only takes $1,000 off.
Yeah. Let's do that, yes.
Well, I think it's great what you're doing. I've been a big fan since the beginning, as you know. I love what you're doing, and keep doing it.
Thank you, Donnie. Yes, you've always supported us, and we appreciate you more than we can say, definitely.
Keep it coming.
Yes,
keep it coming.
Customers like you guys are great. No, truly. We couldn't appreciate it more.
All right. This sounds like a good time to take our second break, and we'll be right back with our Quick Connects.
For sure. And welcome back from that great break.
Yeah, what a great break it was.
It was an amazing break.
Thank you to those great sponsors of the Ktown Connects podcast.
Which make those breaks possible.
Yes.
If not, we'd have to hold our pee in the whole time.
Right.
And what time is it now, Donnie?
It is time for Quick Connects. And Quick Connects is brought to you by Faded Barbershop for Men.
Well, like death and taxes, another aspect of life we can't avoid is getting your hair cut.
And for your next haircut, call Boda or Trish at Faded Barbershop for Men, located at 2227 63rd Street.
They offer many different services, including shaves, waxing, color, and those good old-fashioned haircuts.
Drop them a message on Facebook to schedule a great time to come in to their charming old-school shop for your next cut.
And if you ask nicely, they might even turn on that pinball game and let you play a game.
Ding, ding, ding. That's Faded Barbershop for Men, located at 2227 63rd Street.
And you know, I like what they're doing now lately, Boda and Trish. They're posting, like, on Mondays, they're saying, these are openings they have this week.
Yep. Hey, guess who's getting in this Wednesday? I'm getting a nice fresh cut from the...
You need one. You're getting kind of hairy there.
It's getting pretty bad.
Yeah.
I might even get a nose waxing again. Yeah.
You don't go to Sarah for those?
Well, I get my hair cut, and then Boda just sticks the wax up my nose. I go to Sarah for my back waxing and my ass waxing.
Okay, all right.
I gotta keep it different, you know?
Well, you gotta support all of our wonderful sponsors.
Right,
so.
right. Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So we're on our
I'm Italian.
So we're gonna get to know our guest here a little bit better with our Quick Connects questions.
Are you ready?
I am. Now that I have some great visuals in my head from that previous conversation, I think I'm ready for this.
All right. Favorite Kenosha event?
I'm going to go with the Harbor Market on Saturday.
Okay.
The markets on Saturday.
Okay. Oh, I like what you're doing. I like that.
You know, I love it.
I thought you were going to say that parade that Swedes puts on.
The St. Patrick's Day
Yes,
parade with the
is,
kids.
That is crazy awesome.
It is so much fun. Yeah, and then the Derby Day with Swedes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Swedes has some good ones throughout the year.
You had a
Pumpkin
reminder
carving in
about it.
October.
I had to remind you, but...
I know.
yeah, that Derby Day is crazy there.
Yeah, that's a fun day.
When's that?
When the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, Kentucky Derby. Is that the horse races?
Yes. Everybody
Yes.
dresses up.
They have a hat contest.
Drink specials
yes.
and all that.
And then St. Patrick's Day, they've got a lot. They do the pumpkin carving, yeah.
Fun stuff.
It's St. Patrick's Day, they do pumpkin carving? Or is that separate?
Did I say St. Patrick's Day? Halloween.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, where do you
I'm
find-
watching the whole thing
They
for
all
them.
blend together. You know what?
Halloween.
You just sum it up. Always a great time at Sweet.
It's always a great time.
Yes.
Absolutely.
All right, Laura. Who is your favorite famous Kenosian?
Favorite Kenosha?
You look like a Mark Ruffalo fan.
You know, he's a distant relative.
What?
He is.
Can you try to get him on? We want him on the show.
Yeah, I don't have like that.
You
know,
don't
I
have
don't
a cell
have the
phone number?
connections.
Oh.
No, I'm sure somebody around here does. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man, that's a tough one. Can I go with Donnie Stincato?
Oh, and I didn't even pay her to say that.
No.
Thank you so
Can
much.
I say Donnie's
Yes,
my
you can.
favorite?
You see my head just getting so much bigger. Thank you.
You two are two peas in a pod.
Yeah. Gotta give him the shout out for having me.
All right. Favorite local place to see a band?
Tribute Island just had some really good ones over the weekend. I got to hear
Oh.
them all weekend. Even at the Fresh Bar, we could hear them. It was awesome.
Very nice.
Yeah, I think that was a fun.
What's your favorite park in Kenosha?
Ooh.
Favorite park? Simmons Island. It's always fun to
Yeah.
go down to the beach down there.
All right.
Are we classifying that as a park?
Sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's a great one.
Nice.
Favorite museum in Kenosha? We have 5 of them.
Ooh, might go basic and just say the Kenosha Public Museum.
yes.
True.
Yep.
You know,
What's your go-to pizza place in Kenosha?
Ooh.
that one's tough.
I know there's so many good ones.
There are. Oh man, love a Kaiser's pizza.
Yep.
Can't go wrong at Kaiser's. Definitely.
And they're great
Sal's
fine
has really good
sponsors.
pizza. Are they your
Yeah.
sponsors? Oh, awesome. And Sal's really love.
Yeah, I
Sal's
was telling
pizza.
Jason he hasn't tried Sales yet,
Yeah,
and it's
it's good.
fantastic.
Not far from here.
No?
Yeah.
Everyone says Sal's. I haven't tried it. Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah. I feel like you can't really go wrong with too many spots here in Kenosha for pizza. We have some really good options.
I know it's
Yeah.
always like, oh, I love that. That's my favorite. But then you're like, wait, no, then this one.
Yeah.
Because Villa de Carlo's excellent as well.
Yes.
My favorite is always changing, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah,
So
it's
I'll
like
say
what you
that
like
I've
this
never had a
week.
bad pizza here in Kenosha.
Well,
So, oh boy,
well,
Donnie's getting real.
Well, I think any place can have a bad day.
Right,
you know,
right,
if
right,
the
right,
dough isn't made right, sometimes it could just not taste right. You know, I've had pizzas from some local places that weren't the best,
Right.
but then I've also had the excellent pizza, best pizza I ever had from the same place.
Yeah.
You know, so
If you ask me about my favorite mobile pizza, I'm gonna say Cutstone.
hey, that's good pizza right there.
oh.
Very good homemade.
And you can go
pizza.
back in our archives and find our interview with
With Ricky.
Ricky who?
Talica Pizza.
You're close.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it?
I
Tal-
don't know. It was.
Talia Pietra.
There we go.
Oh wow, I never knew.
Yeah, it was.
It
great
is a long
episode.
one.
Yeah, it was
It
like,
took us some work, yeah. And now I got it. Talia Pietra.
All right. What was the last great meal you had in Kenosha?
Oh, I'm going with sushi
Oh.
right next to Swedes, our neighbors. Alex, the owner, he's a great guy. So their sushi can never go wrong. So I'm going with my sushi at Ono.
I tried that for the first time a couple weeks ago, and
Did
I was
you?
very impressed.
Yeah.
I was blown away. I picked it up to go, and
Yep.
I think I got like $70 worth of sushi. I
Oh,
was
it's-
just
yeah.
we were just looking at the menu, and I'm like, this, let's try this, and then I'm like, oh shit, $70 for 2 of us.
Yeah.
Huh, but it was so worth it.
I get it so much that I called and they were like, "Is this Jenny?" My sister, and we sound just alike. And I'm like, "Oh, nope, it's Laura this time." We go there often. So, yeah. Oh, no, definitely.
All right, here's another food one. Where can I get the best burrito in Kenosha?
Ooh.
Ooh. I always think La Fogata has some really great options there. Their burrito is good.
All right.
I'm gonna say La
Also,
Fogata.
one of the best mojitos in town.
Yes.
Yes.
I like their pina coladas. I'm a pina colada gal, so I love that one.
All right. What now closed Kenosha business do you wish you could bring back?
Wow. You know, there was the bakery on the corner. Now I'm drawing the blank. The last bakery that was down there.
Linnea Bakery?
Oh, wait, I was going to say Linnea's Bakery. That
Yeah,
was them.
that's it.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, I
Oh,
just
wasn't
said
that place fantastic?
Linnea's Bakery had some really good options
Oh,
there.
they were
And it was so cute.
Yes, the
Yeah.
yellow color in there.
Yes.
That was a great place.
Yeah.
You know what else I really liked now that we're talking about it? Ambrosia. I was out by Target.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not downtown. But Ambrosia had really great smoothie options. They were pretty
Okay.
similar to us. But, yeah, smoothies and juices.
Yeah, that was a
a
good
really great
place as
business.
well.
The woman that owned it was very nice. Yeah.
When is the last time you rode the streetcar?
Oh, maybe like 3
Years?
years.
I was
Yeah.
going to say 3 hours ago.
But I will say I rode it often at that time because I was babysitting. So we would
Okay.
always go on it. The kids love that. They don't have to wear a seatbelt. And
Right.
it's perfect. And then they're not running around, so you can watch them a little bit easier. So, yeah.
It's good for the kids. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
When was the last time you swam in Lake Michigan?
That's been a few years,
Any
too.
crazy drunk nights where you're like, let's go swimming?
No.
No?
Oh, my goodness. When we were growing up, we would go down there a little bit. It's been a long time. Those currents sometimes, they throw you off. I know when you're on the beach, it's fine.
I would just figure
It's
you
a little
have
scary.
a long night at Swedes, you and your fiance, and like, let's get crazy. Let's go to Lake Michigan real quick.
Jump in the lake? No, that has not crossed my mind. We do have a little pool in our yard. Maybe that would be the better option after.
Yeah, you don't want to lose a foot or something when you go to Lake Michigan.
All right. What is the one thing you wish you could change about Kenosha?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe that experience last year we had. We could just, get rid
Erase
of that.
that, yeah.
I think that might have been
I agree.
2020 was a crappy year all around, but I feel like maybe if we didn't have that, we could have been a little better.
Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Okay, and we don't want to get political, but we have one question here that you might not have opinion on, but you might. Mayor Antramian is going to run again. Who do you think should be our next mayor?
Donnie Stancato.
Hey!
Oh.
We got to have you back on more often.
Easy answer. That was the quickest answer of the night, I think.
There's our intro.
Donnie for mayor.
All right, where in Kenosha would you recommend someone going on a first date?
Oh, well, I can't
Fresh
say
Mart?
driver's ed. That's where I found my fiance, so maybe somebody would get lucky. First date, go to the lake, take a little stroll, around the lakefront. The Fresh Bar is never a bad idea. I think that would be a great first date, on a Saturday morning.
Go for a little walk by the lake.
I would
get
say,
Fresh
maybe
Bar?
the younger crowd, go for a little walk, go to the markets, come to the Fresh Bar, sit at one of our picnic tables. If you're older, I would say go and grab a happy hour drink at Swedes, grab an old fashioned together, and maybe just make your way
first
next
dates
door
are for
some
all ages,
sushi.
so
Yeah, so there's some different options. I would say
Lakefronts?
Swedes for a happy hour drink,
Yeah.
sushi at Ono, back to Swedes to
There we
close down
go.
the night.
Oh.
You're set.
So
All right.
when do you want to go on our first date?
Where do we? Trevor's gonna laugh at this one.
So not counting Swedes, in which Kenosha bar do you think you spent the most money?
Ooh.
Oh, we had a good run at Boathouse, I would say. We were
Long
frequent
Island iced
visitors
teas?
those. Oh man, I've got some stories with those Long Island.
Well, let's hear them. This is
Well, at that time, I was young and
We all
probably one of my first times out drinking at a bar, and I was with a cousin and my sister, and actually our moms were there as well. But we just kind of got a little crazy that night. It ended pretty wild, but that was a crazy night.
And then our final quick connects question: Big Star or the Spot?
Gotta go with the Spot.
Oh.
I'm a Spot
okay.
girl. So close. We hit it up on the way home.
All right. Okay.
Convenient. Yeah.
All right, well, that was our Quick Connects, and that was brought to you by Faded Barbershop for Men. They're located at 2227 63rd Street. So book your next haircut with Boda or Trish.
And now, what time is it?
It's trivia time! And trivia is brought to you by Blue Horn Digital. It's a different world out there, and you need your business to stand out above the rest.
To achieve that great online presence, contact Matt at Blue Horn Digital. Matt and his crew are Kenosha-based Drupal and e-commerce consultants ready to deliver your web publication needs.
That's bluehorn.digital. And are you ready for trivia?
Okay.
Probably not. I feel like you might win this one.
I've only won 3 times out of 54 episodes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, well, this might be your 4th.
Well,
I feel like of this whole episode, this is what I'm most nervous for.
Oh, you should.
Really might embarrass
This
myself.
isn't really trivia. We're doing something a little different.
Oh, boy.
Today, for our trivia segment, we're going to play another round of Dirty Minds, the game that sounds filthy, but it's as clean can be. So I'm going to give you 3 clues to what I'm talking about. Now, your mind might go straight to the gutter, but it shouldn't, because these are normal, everyday things, and you just have a dirty mind.
Okay.
I like this.
You'll be playing against Donnie, and you'll have 3 rounds. If the one team can't answer it, the other team can steal it.
Ooh.
So
ready?
round 1, we're going to start with
boy.
Donnie,
Okay.
so you can see how it works. Donnie, when you grab my hose, you're dirty. I have the right tool for your crevice. I'm a dirtbag that sucks.
Vacuum.
You are correct.
Hey!
I was was thinking like garden or something like.
When I heard hose, I thought firefighter for a second.
Oh, so it can be a person,
Could be
place, or thing.
Yeah.
Anything. Okay.
All right, Laura. So let's see if you can tie it up.
Okay.
Okay.
Laura, my shaft is hot and steamy. I shoot my rocks off. I have a gapy, oozing hole.
Oh my God.
What am I?
Volcano.
You got it.
Wow. Hey, I was just a science teacher in 6th grade. That was one of our
I was
subjects.
hoping you weren't going to ask him to repeat that question.
Oh, gosh.
All right, you guys are doing great at this. All right, Donnie, here we go. Donnie, if you push on my head, I go in. Pull me out when you're done with me. I can be a real prick. What am I?
A nail?
No, it's incorrect. You're close, though. Laura, can you steal?
Oh, boy. I feel like it's like a thorn or something.
And you're close, too, but you're both wrong. It's a thumbtack.
Ah.
You're on the right path there, so.
These are dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, clean.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, clean.
It's a thumbtack.
Yeah.
All right, Laura, this is your regular question, so you can go ahead here.
Okay.
I am a huge vibrator. When you're on me, we really move. I can give you a big crack. What am I?
An earthquake.
You got it.
Hey,
Oh, really?
Nice work.
Wow, I felt like that was a shot in the dark. Wow. All right. Who's in the lead now?
You're up 2-1 in the final round here.
Okay, I better
Donnie,
get
you need this one to stay alive. I need licking before the prickling. You slide me into a very small hole. I can slip right out at the wrong moment.
A coal miner?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Laura, can you steal it?
Licking before what?
Before the prickling.
Wanted to say popsicle, but that doesn't make sense
I
then.
was thinking lollipop for a second. But,
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry, it's needle and thread.
That makes sense.
All right. And Laura, you're up 2-1, but this is the final one, so let's see if you can really
All right.
take them
the
out
lead.
here. I have a big red protrusion. I only come once a year, and I get pulled around by a real vixen. Who am I?
Rudolph, right? Or oh wait, yeah, that would make sense.
Santa Claus.
Oh wait, I thought you said a red nose.
Red protrusion.
Oh,
But yeah, you're
that was pretty close.
Yeah, that was good.
and Rudolph
Either way,
goes
I won.
first. So yeah, either way you won. So Laura, you are a big winner for our trivia segment today, and you win a free coffee from Common Grounds.
And Common Grounds is located at 5159 6th Avenue in beautiful downtown Kenosha. Here is your free coffee card. So go on in there and tell them Ktown Connects sent you. You beat Donnie in trivia.
Sure will. Love Common Ground.
And trivia is brought to you by Bluehorn Digital.
And you can find them at bluehorn.digital on the World Wide Web.
And we can't forget to thank all of our sponsors before we sign off for the day.
Right.
Including Wink Beauty Boutique,
Union Park Tavern,
Carbox,
Lucci's Grandview,
Faded Barbershop for Men,
Captain Mike's,
the Downtowner Saloon,
The Lettering Machine,
Common Grounds.
and of course, Luigi's Pizza Kitchen.
Well, Donnie, what a great episode we had.
It really
here.
was. Thank you so much, Laura. I hope you had fun because I had a blast because you were tooting my own horn during the whole show. And I love it.
It was a great episode.
Yes, I think so.
Thank you so much for having me.
And
Appreciate
congratulations on all the great work that you're doing with the Fresh Bar. You're expanding. You're doing great things for the community. And I can't wait to be down there this Saturday.
Once again, go see Laura at the Fresh Bar located at 55th Street and 5th Avenue, right in that parking lot. You'll find her food trailer there. Fridays from 7 a.m. to 12:30 and Saturdays and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. And go quick because they'll be gone at the end of September.
Yes, and you can look them up on Facebook and Instagram. Give them a follow. Also, shoot her an email at laura@gofreshbar.com. Book those private parties or whatever you got to do. Well, thank you for coming in. That was great. Anything you want to add before we go?
I just can't wait to meet all of the wonderful listeners you have in the
Yes.
weeks to come. So
All
thank
two of
you
them.
guys for
Yeah.
my mom is going to be one of them now. So
3,
yeah.
all right.
love
thanks for having me, guys. And
Great.
yeah, I
Well,
can't
thank
thank
you.
So, Donnie, I got to ask you.
Yeah, ask away.
So what are we doing here?
You know what? Every episode you ask me this, and I'm always trying.
Usually you ask me, I'm beating you to it.
Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to figure out what are we doing here. And you know what? It came to me last night.
Oh, yeah?
I woke up in a hot sweat,
Ooh.
and I said, "Gosh darn it, Jason, we are connecting Kenosha."
See you later.
Bye.
I'm from Kenosha, I say Kenosha, that great big busy town. Right in the middle of the USA, between the New York Harbor and the San Francisco Bay. I'm from Kenosha, I say Kenosha, that great big busy town. Right in the middle of the USA, between the New York Harbor and the San Francisco Bay. Well, the wonderful East, the beautiful West, that's the right place to be from. Sing it so loud of it because we're so proud of it, Kenosha, my hometown. Give me a beer. No! Oh.
Is that the second REO Speedwagon reference on this show?
It is.